Welcome back, guys, to another video where today we have an interesting one here. So we are racing a little bit off track there. We are racing around Autopolis, which is a Japanese circuit, and yeah, very interesting race on a lot of mixed conditions and stuff, from sunshine to rain to sunshine. I mean, just so much stuff happened in this race. A lot of highs, a lot of lows, as you probably could see from the title. And yeah, I don't want to spoil too much. It was so much information. Hopefully you guys can be able to comprehend it. And hopefully you guys enjoy the video, and let's go straight to it. Here we are for the start of the race. Here we got, I put a little bit more revs into the start here than last couple of times. You see here, we actually get a pretty good start compared to OP Sega here out in front. But there goes Sniper to her left there. He just has the quickest car on the start here, but then you're gonna see Miyaku here. The Nissans take each other out, it looks like. There, they go off. They actually both, one of them spins, one other one goes into the gravel, and then it kind of stays like this for a little bit until, let me just jump forward because this is going to be a very interesting few laps here. So right on board with Dark Lord Apollo. This was Nissan. He goes on the grass. I don't think he realizes he's on the grass. He tries to brake and then just goes off the grass. He takes a little bit of that grass there and then spins around there. Both Nissans in a couple of last places. I didn't know what exactly happened there, but after seeing the replay, I mean, you never brake in grass. Coming up here, this corner right here, I understeered like crazy through here. That was a huge problem. I actually have to brake at the end of the corner. He makes it. This is Maverick we're riding on board with right now. He actually makes it past us here, and I just let him by because this is only lap 1 here, and I know that the 3 cars in front of us, it's just going to be a battle, constant battle between us here. Then here we are a little later into lap 1 here. We're actually going to focus on the yellow car here. I think OP Sega, he just goes really wide, a little bit of contact. OP Sega almost spins out there. He's on our inside here, and I believe he lets us go. No, he's going to go for the challenge there. Kind of squeezes us to the apex there. I'll rewind it real quick there. Here, so I think he runs wide there. Then there's a little bit of contact between Maverick. Maverick could have maybe used a little bit more space there. But then OPC, he runs off there. He tries to get on the throttle and then kind of just, I think a little bit of net code there between me and OPC. I was wondering kind of where he was and stuff, but just, I don't know, just really aggressive racing. And then you're going to see, I believe, Maverick here go for turn 1, but yeah, they're just going to keep on battling. It's so many battles to take account here, and we would be here all day just to keep track of this top 4. On lap 3 here, Sniper gets a little bit loose off the corner there. We're able to take his inside here, and then we just take the inside there. A little bit of contact there. I maybe should have left a little bit room there, but here comes OP Sega here. He's gonna possibly try to make a move here. It's a 3-way fight into, I'm not sure entirely what this corner is. We go, I don't know what happened there with us there. And then Sniper, I think, tries to go down the inside here. Or I think we back off here. We go into line here. And we fall back to 3rd place. Pass on us. I think we just run wide there. Yeah. We honestly run wide, and then that just, we have to brake mid-corner, and then that just ruins our kind of momentum through the corner, and then Sniper gets past us. So here we are once again later on in the lap. These first couple laps were just absolutely crazy. You see Sniper in front of us here. I think he just goes a little wide. Well, he actually cuts in here, but I think he just, I'm not sure what, because he takes a way different line than us here. And then we just, the funny thing here, let me rewind it here. So I think what he's trying to do there was trying to go out and then come in, but I think he just mismanaged it a little bit too much there. And then he takes a little bit of grass there, and then just, it looks like he's trying to take me out, but he just gets really loose there. He actually loses a position due to that. Luckily, we actually had to go on the grass a little bit there, and I think Sniper actually tries to make a move on OP Sega again. Not sure if it goes well. There we go. Sniper goes to the inside here. But yeah, he apologized right after. I completely understood that. yeah, we go into second place here. And then here's OPC. He actually takes a little bit of a, I don't know what you call it, a wider entrance into the final corner. He actually gets a pretty good run on us. Oppenheimer livery. I don't know why I'm still running it. It's been like freaking couple months now since it's been released. But he goes down the inside here. Makes it past us pretty easily there. There we go. And he goes up to second place. So my thoughts right here were basically, he's on the same tire. He can still maybe make a mistake here. And yeah, that was my main focus, just staying behind us. If he makes a mistake, then we can just easily capitalize on it. Yeah, we stick behind in third place. I think this is maybe 2 or 3 laps later. In the same section, around where he passes, he goes a little too deep here, gets a little loose, and then just, yeah. There's not a lot of places for us to go there. I'll rewind it real quick. So you see he gets loose. I think he touches the grass on the outside there. And then that causes him to just turn left here. A little bit of lag involved. Is that a Barbie livery? I think that might be a Barbie livery. But then he... Oh no, it's a anime livery. And then he just goes right into us. We're full brakes right now. Or not full brakes, but we're just... Holy crap, that's a hard hit too. Right in the driver's side door. And then we just have nowhere to go. I think there might have been somewhere to go, but surprisingly, I didn't get any damage from it, which was super surprising. But here you see again here, he goes a little wide, and then I maybe could have gone on the rumble strip, but I mean, I didn't expect him to violently turn left there, but yeah. Slowed our pace a little bit, but I don't think we got any damage from it, luckily. But OPC on the other hand, he got some left rear damage and some rear bumper damage. So I mean, that's unfortunate for him, but I'm just happy that I didn't get any damage because nowhere for us to go. Star Shooter into the pits in first place, and then we actually make the same decision too. And we forget that there's a pit wall. Yep. I didn't practice. Make sure to always practice around a track for the first time. I've raced around here before, but it's mostly like 5-lap races. And I honestly forgot that there's a pit wall there. You see here, yeah, we brake at the last moment, and even that's not enough. So what we do basically here, we knew that rain was coming because in both practice and it looked like in qualifying that it was going to rain. Practice it rained, but qualifying, I think if qualifying was a little bit longer, I think it would have definitely rained. So we take, I think, a full tank of gas here. We take on the medium tires here because, I mean, we didn't want to risk it. I didn't want to risk it because I didn't know for sure if it was going to rain or not. And as a result of hitting that pit exit, we do get a 3-second time penalty. We did cross the line. And yeah, that's down us into 4th place there. But we lose a lot of time there. But I knew rain was probably coming, and yeah, we'll see if you see here, Sniper, he comes into the pits, pretty fast driver, and yeah, he was also a part of that first lap, like just shenanigans first couple laps, and we make it up to 3rd place. He actually, I think, only had, but I think he actually made the same mistake as us. I remember, yep. You see here, he's in 1st place. I think he's just struggling on the soft tire. And then, I think, yeah, he actually realizes that there's a pit wall a lot earlier than us, but he hits the wall as well. I think Mieku, I'm not sure. This driver right here, I think he might have hit the wall too. So, I mean, that just comes at you really quickly. And it looks like it's just a straight, because most of the time you can just go full throttle in the pits. Nope, not around this track. So yeah, we make it into 3rd place, and now OPC is the only one who has to pit. And he... Yeah, I think there might have been, not yet, but it definitely got darker. I mean, if you compare the first couple laps to this lap, definitely way dark. And OPC are fighting out. OPC is still on that old soft tire. We actually come into the pits. We remember that there's a pit wall. We actually take it quite conservative here. And then we come into the pits for wets because I did see some rain on the forecast, and that will come to play very shortly here. as now I think Sniper comes into the pits as well. We're not entirely sure what it's like. Now sadly you can't see the radar right now, but I knew that it was probably going to be at least, it was going to be wet enough for a couple laps. I think Sniper pits for wets, I'm pretty sure. He takes some fuel as well because he forgot to, or he didn't last stop. And what tires is he going on? Wets. So I knew it was a little early, but I didn't know when that rain was coming because I wanted to try to get on the wet tires as soon as possible. We're going to see that play into effect pretty soon. Sega here, he comes into pits, just about barely makes it. I think a little bit of lag there. He's like in Indonesia, I believe, or yeah, I think Indonesia, so a lot of lag compared to Americans here. But yeah, he comes in the pits here. He's going to take up the wet tire. So right now the rain is coming this lap for sure. So he actually made a better decision there. There goes us, and I believe Miyaku is also going to make it past here, and he goes to 4th place. But he gains a lot more time than us and just about makes turn 1 there. Because we pit a lap earlier and we lost I think like 5 seconds because the wet tires don't perform good in slick conditions. So just to give you an idea of how strong that rain was, right now we're almost to, oh, there goes OP Sega off this track there. It got horrible, but if you look at the rain meter in your bottom left there, that bar there, if that goes above 2/3, that's hydroplaning. So you can see here, I think this is the wettest it's been. It gets really close to that hydroplaning, but Maverick is still on the slick tires, and this was what ruined his race overall, and just horrible decision. He even said it. I mean, to stay out, a lot of people thought, oh, this is just gonna be a quick sprinkle. No, not really. You see here, it stopped raining, I believe, right about now, but it's still completely wet here, and you're gonna see Maverick loses it. He goes back on the track there, and then I want to be kind of cautious here because that racing line there, we just make it past him, and then there he goes. I mean, he's in 6th gear right now. He's still on the slick tire, and he's almost just about half throttle here. And then Opisei, he actually spins even on the wet tire. Let me see there. He even spins, just throttle way too early there, and even on the wet tire, you're spinning. So very challenging conditions here. I go way wide there, miss the apex by a mile, and yeah, we take the lead. So right now, what my thoughts are, Opisega, I didn't know what happened with him at the time, but I knew that because he didn't pass Maverick the same time, because he was right behind us there. So I knew that Opisega probably made a mistake. That was right. So right now we just had to wait until it got pretty slicky here, and then pit for the slick tires, and then probably win the race maybe. I mean, it was a very high chance that we were going to be able to win the race unless we made a dramatic mistake in strategy. Turn 1 here. You see here, I completely forget to brake, and then we just go straight on into the wet gravel here. And Opisei, he's rounding off the final corner, so we still had a bit of a buffer. And yeah, this is what ultimately ruined our tires here. We're basically racing wet tires on a slick track, and these tires are going to absolutely struggle. I'm actually going to go on this view here, and you're going to see how many times we like almost crash here. You see here, just hands on, just look at the white gloves there. There's a reason why I wear white gloves. You can see here, maybe a little bit too early on the throttle, but you can see there's one correction. I mean, I think I counted probably like 20 or 40 corrections. You see here, we almost just about save it there. And I mean, I think us going off into the gravel, that's probably what ruined us here. Our tires, you can see our tires are just absolutely dying here. Because if you've ever raced wet tires on a slick track, it is not pretty, especially when you go off the track. You see here, we go into this corner. It's starting to get dark too, so now we just have to get used to like the apexes and stuff, because now it's going to be so hard to spot them. You see here, the 3rd sector, just, oh my gosh. And I'm not over dramatic it. It was absolutely horrible. You see here, we get a little bit loose. I don't know how I held on to it. You see here, we even get loose, I think around right here. Yep, there we go. There's another correction. I think I counted like 40 corrections. Which is just unbelievable. There's one correction, and I was like, I have to pit. And this was the crossover point to go onto slick tires. And yeah, we're even correcting it on the straights here. So I take it very slow into the pits here, and we go on to, I believe, the soft tire, because we have around 18 minutes to go in this race. And I wonder how long it took us. I think that was a 2-minute lap time. 2-minute 10 lap time it would have been. 2-minute 5 maybe. That is just 7 seconds off the pace. We go for the soft tire, and we do not have to pit there. So OP say he's still on the wet tires, and he's actually doing a lot better than us. And then Rabbit, I think Sniper, he pit a little bit earlier than us. I think maybe 1 lap earlier. He's on the slick tires already, so he's got those warmed up pretty quickly here. He actually flashes his headlights. I didn't notice that during the race. But yeah, now it was going to be a battle between me and OP and Sniper here. OP Sega, he's going to struggle on these wet tires, but we're like not too far behind. We're like probably around almost 1 corner behind him. Right here, coming off the final corner. Remember when I said that the only thing that could probably doom us was a bad strategy call? Well, just look at here. So on the radar, you can't see the radar, but it said that it was supposed to sprinkle. You can actually see that we crossed the line there. It was supposed to rain, and there's a reason why Sniper stood out. He stays out on a slick tire. OP Sega also stays out. He's still on the wet tires for some reason. I'm not sure why he stood out. But it's supposed to rain, so I was like, let me take some intermediate tires, because I thought the track was supposed to get wet. No, it doesn't even show up on the screen. And I don't think the track ever got wet. It was like a light sprinkle. I just overreacted, to be honest, and we pit for the intermediate tire. And then the next lap, we have to pit for the soft tire again. So in total, we lost 48 seconds. I think that's OP Sega who goes off there. And I'm like, what the hell? We go for the overtake here. And, I mean, yeah, just horrible strategy call. We get a 3-second time penalty as well, so just my bad. But I thought it was gonna rain like a lot, because I didn't know where the radar was going, but it looked like some patches of possible like showers. So I was like, I'm gonna play it safe, and just overreacted in the end. We go on the soft tire once again, and yeah, in the end, I think we're 48 seconds behind Sniper here. And now Dark Lord Apollo has made past us with around 13 minutes to go here. He's on the soft tire as well. I thought he was still on like an intermediate or wet tire, but no, he's actually on the soft tire. So now we are trying to catch up to him. I think he was one of the slower cars. I think he was actually the Nissan that went on the grass there, tried to brake, and then just went straight on into the other Nissan and just caused that crash in lap 1, turn 1. And yeah, that was pretty interesting there. But yeah, now we're gonna chase him for these final 12 laps. We're on lap 28 here, and he goes a little wide there. He actually has to brake, and he just understeers like crazy there. We go try to look for the inside, because I was maybe trying to juke him here. You can see we go out, in, out. He actually lets us by in the end, so thank you for that, Dark Lord Apollo. I didn't know what he was doing until he actually let us pass there, so I almost like ran into the back of him. But yeah, we were just on his bumper for a couple laps here, and now we made it into 2nd place. But I think I was still around 45 seconds behind Sniper. So yeah, there was nothing I could have done there, unless Rabbit like pitted like 2 times. I knew that we were probably not going to get the win. Just to make our day a little bit better, you see Dark Lord Apollo, he's coming off that final corner. And then we go on the grass actually, and we just go really loose there. Actually show you a replay, and then here comes Dark Lord Apollo. He's probably wondering, I think someone said that it was Rabbit. Honestly, that looked like Starshooter's car, but he already retired from the race. But here's a little bit of a replay there. Watch the left side here, and then you'll see a little bit of green there. We dip our, yeah, we just touch a little bit of that grass, and then just go off there. I think Dark Lord Apollo, he was wondering what the heck was going on there. We were all in the same voice chat, so it was cool to see live reactions and stuff. But yeah, now with around 4 minutes ago, I think that's around 2 laps. Now I had to catch up to him again. He actually goes on the grass a little bit there. I think we go on the grass even worse there, so we're just basically copying his mistakes here. We still got a little bit of dirt on our tires, so a little bit of an excuse there. But yeah, 2 laps to try to pass Dark Lord. So here we are for the final lap here, 30 seconds to go in the race here. And we finally caught up to Dark Lord Apollo, so I knew that these final corners were going to be absolutely crucial. Dark Lord Apollo, he kind of goes a little wide there. I don't think make contact there. He goes way too deep into this corner, runs really wide there. And we just make it past there. There's us. And we make it. He's running very aggressively here, but I just have to perfect these final corners. I think he's struggling on the soft tires as well. Yeah, I don't know how we did it, but we just very, very nice on the tires here through the final corner here, and we're gonna take that second place from Apollo there. Pretty good performance by Apollo. He's not finished on the podium before, so really good performance. Sniper here, he's entering sector 3 right now, and just my thoughts after that race, I was kind of disappointed, but it was a fun race. It was a really fun race. I mean, in terms of the rain and stuff, just the first couple of laps and stuff was just absolutely phenomenal. And then just that bad strategy call. I think we maybe could have won. I'm not entirely sure, but I mean, I think one of my struggles through this race was trying to see where I was going, because you cannot see the apex around the track, and especially around sector 3. That's the darkest part of the track, and I couldn't see any apexes, so struggled around there really hardly. That's why we crashed in the end. I couldn't see the grass either on the outside. But here comes Sniper around the final corner here. He will take another win here in the solo series and finishes first. So pretty good performance for him there. Spurs fan, I think he finished in 4th place. Miyaki finishes in 5th. And yeah, pretty good race there overall. I think I did pretty well. I mean, I could have definitely done a lot better, but I mean, I don't know. Just bad strategy call and screwed up. I mean, that would have been our first win of this, like, of my league career. So, you know, kind of sad, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. But hopefully you guys have a better day than I did. And yeah, see you guys later.